Are you having a spiritual awakening? If you are, I'd like to know what you were asleep from. To me, it's not a spiritual awakening. It is a remembering. Remembering who you are, what you are before life happened, before you arrived in the family that you're in, before you were confronted with everyone's judgment and fears and worries that were projected at you and loaded you down. And it's like lumps of rock on you, pushing you down. A spiritual awakening is actually taking that off. This remembering of all that you are, the frequency that you are. You're not fear, you're not worry, you're not concern. That is not all real. You are love, you are compassion. And remembering that on a spiritual journey is the best gift that you can ever give yourself. Letting go of all the things that have been projected at you throughout life so you can come back to what feels like home, back to you. That's the gift in this. People think it's the technical skills or to be able to communicate with things that other people can't communicate with, people in spirit, spirit guides, animals, all kinds of things. That's not the gift. The gift is feeling whole, finally feeling complete. That's the remembering piece, remembering who you are. All the other things are an illusion. And the more that you do what we call shadow work, which I don't even like that term, it's not shadow work. It makes actually what you're doing feel less than or have an icky feeling to it. That work is actually the integration of self that you have denied. And so you're integrating parts of you. They're not shadow, they're just parts of you. And when you do that integration work, that you actually integrate the parts of you that other people might not think is awesome, or even you don't think is awesome. And when you do that, what happens is the elevation of soul occurs. And the more that you do that work, the more that frequency of self lifts, which means that you're going to have access to things that you didn't have access to. You're going to be able to communicate with energy that you weren't being able to communicate with before. So it's the technical skills have a direct correlation to doing that work on self. So if you want to grow your technical skills, you have to do the work on self. So where do you start in that space? There's lots of ways. But I'm going to encourage you to really lean into what that is for you. Think about how you can elevate yourself, how you can really accept who you are, all the parts that are awesome and the parts that are less than awesome. That's the awakening. That's the spiritual journey. That's the remembering. Remembering the humanness of you, but also allowing that soul self, that light to really beam. Because in that space, that's love, that's compassion, that's who you are, that's the remembering. My name is Bronwyn Jane, and I'm the founder of the Psychic Mediumship College.